What's up guys, Jake here, Visionary Training, with a new video for you guys. So I was trying to think of, what kind of either motivational video, self-help video, what would be the best one piece of advice that I could give to anybody out there, whether you're a college student, whether you're married and have kids and you're in a career, whether you're trying to start a business, whether you're trying to get in shape and get fit, whatever it is, what is the one piece of advice that I could give you guys? And that one piece of advice is something that, man, ever since I really grasped it and really took it to heart and really tried to apply it, has changed my life. And that is the concept that thoughts become things.
What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended? What if a child aspired to something greater?
So, thoughts become things. Now this one principle, why do I choose this one thing? If I had to choose one topic to try to help people or try to get people on a certain path or try to advance them in their lives, why do I pick this one concept? Is because no matter what you take, if you take discipline, if you take consistency, if you take hard work, if you take belief in yourself, work ethic, any of that, all stems from thoughts become things. All of those things, all of those attributes or all of those qualities that we wish that we could have or wish that we could be, constantly applying, all of that stems from the notion that thoughts become things. I'm going to give you guys an example to try to illustrate what I'm talking about. So in the book, As a Man Thinketh, I really recommend this book. It's only maybe 20 pages max, but really philosophical and really deep thinking book. This talks about the untamed garden. So if you look at your life or your thoughts or your mind as a garden, if you let it untamed, then it becomes like the forest, wild, crazy, tons of stuff in there, weeds everywhere. It's just unmanageable. You just cannot control it if you don't pay attention. Then you look at these upkept gardens, these gardens where people pay money to have people tend to them every single day. You have people watering them, you have people fertilizing them, you have people trimming them, getting the weeds out. And it is, when you see a site like that, when you go to places like in the capital, like Washington, D.C., or you see these elegant gardens, everything is just beautiful, and you almost get a sense of peace that everything is in order, everything is like it's supposed to be. And that is how our thoughts are as well, whether you let them run wild and free, or if you sit there and you deliberately try to manage them, you deliberately are aware of what you're thinking every day, and you're trying to direct your thoughts in a certain path as opposed to either letting them run free or as opposed to letting them go down the negative path. Because you see, when it comes to thoughts, thinking is an action. It's not just something that's separate from the body and just happens without us knowing it. We actively think. And there's kind of three ways and three different paths that we can kind of choose of as it relates to our thinking. So one is to do nothing. If you don't, contemplate your thoughts, if you just let everything run free, you don't care at all, you don't think about what you're thinking about, you don't try to go anywhere, this is when life is just blowing you in the breeze. It's just pushing you around. You feel like you have a lack of control, you feel like you have no direction in life, and that's true. It's because you don't, and it's because the winds of life and the changes and the problems and the circumstances and these difficult things that are hitting you, you're just going with it, and you're just letting life push you and treat you any kind of way. Okay, the second way is the negatives, the negative thoughts. This is when you might not even realize, and I think this is where a lot of us are at, is always looking at the negatives, always looking from a lack there perspective, or a victim mentality almost, where you only look at the things that you don't have. You look at the cars that you don't have, you look at the houses that you don't have, you look at the friendships, the relationships, the money, the income, the body that you don't have, and instead of looking at the things that you do have and being grateful, you're constantly filling your thoughts with negative. And when you do that, what that does is produces more negativity. You look at the law of attraction, like attracts like, and that's the same for dislikes. If you constantly think that your life is bad, that I have no car, I have all these bills, I'll never get in shape, if you constantly think that, then that's what's going to become your life. You are actively creating your future negative life by thinking in that specific way, constantly day in and day out. And the third way, if you obviously can't guess it by now, it's just to think positively, is to constantly be thinking about your goals and your dreams and telling yourself that you are grateful, that you have more than enough. Because I don't care where you are, I don't care, you know, what you've done or what position you're in. Where you are is more than enough to get started, at least to get started with where you're at, and try to get towards that path of where you want to go. Okay guys, so this was just kind of almost an intro video, because regardless of how you think, and this is the truth, you know, whether you're, you know, not focused about your thoughts at all, whether you're constantly thinking negative or constantly thinking of increase and positivity, problems are going to happen your way. You know, nobody gets an exception to life. We all get strengths and weaknesses, and we all have problems that we got to deal with. No one that has ever been great or not been great, nobody has went through life without any kind of problems. Now, you might not be able to see that on the surface, but, you know, if you step in those people's shoes, you know, it may be a different story. But that's a topic for another video, and so this video, I just really wanted to kind of give you guys a short little food for thought almost of, you know, think about, what are you thinking about on a daily basis? You know, are you thinking about your goals? Are you thinking of ways to get towards those goals? Are you really putting, you know, time and effort? Or are you just thinking about humdrum things of how you hate your job, of how, you know, you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, of how you don't have the nicest car as this person next to you, of how, you know, your mommy and daddy didn't set you up with these connections, how you have college there? Are you constantly thinking about those things? Or are you grateful that, you know, you live in America or whatever country it is that you're living in? If you're watching this video, I guarantee you, you're better off than some people that live on the streets. People that don't even have electricity, people who don't have shoes, who don't have clean water to drink, who go hungry, who die of starvation. So, you know, those few little things right there, it's easy to be grateful and to think of those things and kind of change the perspective of your day. So that's gonna be it, guys. Above all, thoughts become things. So think about what you're thinking about every single day, okay guys? If you like this video, please just give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, you can thumbs it down if you want. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, guys. The next video coming out will be some workout footage. So I'm gonna be planning on having that in at least one video every week for now. I want to try to get up back to 2 videos every week, but at least for now, I think 1 video a week will be the most manageable for me, my schedule, because I still just do YouTube for fun. You know, I don't really get that much out of this. So leave a comment, let me know if you guys have any topics you want covered, whether it be fitness related or, you know, personal development, self-help, you know, any kind of situation or kind of problems you have. Just please comment them down below. Give me anything you want. I really respond to every single comment, so I appreciate it, guys. As always, you can check the links to my social media. They're all in the description, and the link to my website, Visionary Training, is also there if you want to check that out. So until next time, guys, let's enjoy woo, a great day to be alive, this wonderful nature out here. Till next time, guys, let's keep positive, and God bless.